happened is I was the one doing all of the cooking, but Yuuri stood close by in the kitchen. After that, we chatted while I ate. The semi-sloppy parts of her personality, the mischievous way she smiled, they were all Yuuri. Honestly, it was just like I was with Yuuri herself. Yuuri is... I checked my smartphone, but I hadn't gotten any messages from her. Strangely enough, I didn't feel lonely. Hell yeah, brother. When I woke, I booted up Yuuri. We were together all the time, both during my morning meal and from the moment I came home. We would watch TV together, talk to each other. We were always laughing, and every moment we spent together was fun. I wish I could spend time like this with Yuuri too. What's the matter? Oh, it's just I feel super happy. Happy. Really? I'm glad. If her illness was cured, purely hypothetically, if Yuuri found a way to survive for many more years, a fun everyday life like this one surely awaited us. When I thought about that, it made me look forward to the day she came home. I didn't have class today, but I woke up awfully early anyway. This was a rare occasion, so I considered heading downtown to do some shopping. Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna head out for a bit. Hey, would it be okay if I tagged along? You want to come with me? Yeah, can I? Are you able to do stuff like that? I booted her up in front of everyone, but I had never taken her out in the public before. Since these glasses were designed to stay invisible, it should be possible to bring her along. Invisible. I've got a setting for outdoor use. It will regulate the light, match me to your walking speed, and all sorts of stuff. By doing that, I should be able to go outside too. But of course, nobody but you will be able to see me. This. Yeah, that. I changed the setting on the main VR unit just as Yuuri instructed. Okay. As for the terminal, I guess I just need to keep it in my bag. Yep. Sure, let's give it a try. It looks like we were able to go out together. Yep. Whoops, I started talking again. Just some dude looks at him like, why are you talking to yourself, Chief? It was difficult for me to respond to Yuuri while we were outside. There were other people walking around, so I was worried they would think I was some crazy person. Sounds about right. Some dude just rambling to himself. I thought I had gotten that completely through my head, but I ended up forgetting and replying accidentally. If you're that embarrassed, why don't you pretend you're on the phone or something? Yeah, I guess that could work. You're standing right in front of me, but it feels kind of strange to be the only one acting differently. While you're at it, you gotta stand proud and walk right in the middle of the street. That'd be a little much. It gets hit by a car. There were people doing on-site Android testing in the shopping district, so they may not think I was totally crazy. However, it was a burden knowing everyone around us couldn't see Yuuri. She's a ghost. Ooh. After that, we went shopping together. Yuuri made sure to give me advice on what to buy. I messed up and replied to her without thinking, and Yuuri just smirked and watched as some old lady laughed at me from nearby. Rip. Going out with you makes me so happy. Her outdoor setting appeared to be a function which slightly adjusted the degree of lighting used. Although this was different from when we were home, I found myself forgetting Yuuri was virtual as we carried on ordinary conversation. Oof. Hey, let's make a little detour. I silently nodded. I wanted to go somewhere uninhabited so I could talk to her without worrying. Without some old lady laughing. Grandma over in the corner. How about the beach? You went to with Yuuri recently. Given the hour, that spot would definitely be empty. Alright, let's go. I decided to go on a brief side trip alone with Yuuri. The ocean is so pretty. There was nobody around, just like I'd expected. Now that we were here, it would probably be alright if we talked for a few minutes. I was really surprised we were able to go out together. Me too. We couldn't really talk when a lot of strangers were around though. As long as it's okay with you, let's go like this more often. Yeah, I'd really like to do this again sometime. Yuuri and I were hanging out on the same shoreline where Yuuri and I had gone on a walk a few days prior. It was like I'd traveled back in time to that moment. What differed from that time was how fast I walked. And the fact I wasn't holding her hand. Kinda impossible since she's virtual. I guess that's what he's saying, yeah. Look at me, Captain Obvious. Here in this moment was Yuuri in her entirety, yet not. It gave me this bizarre feeling. A feeling of, what the fuck is going on? Shun, what's wrong? My hand overlapped with hers. A hand I could never touch. That was one of many differences between them. Oh, it's nothing. I pulled my hand back before Yuuri noticed. Are you sure there isn't something you want to say? Yeah, I was just thinking how much fun we've been having. Yeah. Initially, I'd felt reluctant to the idea of her virtualization, but now, the fun times we had outweighed those feelings. I'm pretty sure Sarah and Yuuri intended for you to be her replacement. Yeah. But since meeting you, it's made me hope I could spend my days with Yuuri just like this. I bet. Just like how Sarah made Sharon, Yuuri was similarly trying to entrust everything to an android after her death. Yuuri said she had no future, but the time I spent with her virtualization made me think about our future together. Indeed, sir. A happy future. I hope Yuri's illness can be cured. If that happens, I might end up in a scrap heap. Yikes, bro. But that would be the happiest possible outcome. Yuuri smiled sweetly and gazed at me. Oh, then again, I guess I wouldn't be thrown out. I would just go back to being Yuuri. Well, you are her. Right now, just so she could focus on her examinations and treatments. They were entirely separate entities, even though they originated from the same being. They didn't take separate forms or feel especially different like with Sharon and Sharon. A time may come where I go back to being nothing more than a collection of data. But when that happens, it'll mean Yuri's illness has been cured. Yuuri flashed me a cheerful, warm smile once again. Whenever I'm with you, all I can think about is how much I love Yuuri. I love her smile so much. You're kinda making me blush. Yuri's lively smile always supported me. Even without that, the time I'd spent with Yuuri made me really happy. I want Yuuri to keep smiling forever. Even if her condition fluctuates, and even if we happen to miss each other. I want to be with you so that I can see Yuri smile. Got it. I'll smile for you always. You will? Yeah, after all, that's probably about all I'm capable of. Thank you. To be honest, I'm happy when you're happy, Shun. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay then, good night, Yuuri. Good night, Shun. See you tomorrow, okay? I switched Yuuri off and lay down in bed. That was fun. I thought back on our outing together. Even though Yuuri was far away and I couldn't get in contact with her, we didn't feel emotionally distant. It made me a little uneasy that Yuuri had gotten in touch, but I figured spamming her with texts would just cause her to worry. I couldn't do anything to help her through the examinations or treatment itself. However, I was mentally prepared for when she came home. Yuuri was worried that she would be tying me down, but before I knew it, the days I spent with Yuuri had become my source of hope. I bet that might surprise Yuuri. It was such a huge departure from my initial reaction that she might even suspect there was an entirely different person. Obviously that was a joke, but still. I hope Yuuri comes home soon. Why is my Discord going ham? Lunch break. My smartphone rang and I immediately rushed into the hallway. Alright boys, we're going to end the episode here. I gotta check the Discord real quick and we'll start the next one here in a minute. But peace.